There are worse times to head to Germany than in early May, but the pilots and ground crews of the Vermont Air National Guard's 158th Fighter Wing won't likely have time to take in the sights. 8 F-35A Lightning II fifth-generation fighters from the ANG unit recently arrived at Spangdahlem Air Base to continue enhanced air policing mission along the eastern flank. As part of NATO's plan to bolster its collective defense posture, the Vermont ANG team will take over the mission for Hill Air Force Base's 388th FW, which has been executing the International Alliance's air policing mission since their arrival on February. The U.S. European Command regularly rotates units to maintain readiness across the force, as well as to display the United States Air Force's ability to integrate seamlessly between active duty, Air National Guard components, and Air Force Reserve. The deployment of the Lockheed Martin F-35 aircraft also sends a strong message to Russia, as the fifth-generation aircraft provide unprecedented communication capabilities, command and control, and lethality for the combined and joint force. Those capabilities afford NATO and America leaders the flexibility to project power and assert air dominance in highly contested environments. Over the past 2.5 months, F-35 aircraft, aircrew and support personnel have been forward deployed to Baltic Sea and Black Sea regions to enhance NATO security and stability while supporting NATO's enhanced air policing. The continuation of this mission also provides ANG airmen the opportunity to continue the regular touchpoints and routine training integration with U.S. allies and partners throughout Europe. The fifth-generation aircraft, originally from Hill Air Force Base, it also supported NATO's enhanced air policing mission from forward operating locations at Estonia's Amari Air Base, Lithuania's Šiauliai Air Base, and Romania's Fătăști Air Base beginning in February. These capabilities afford the United States and NATO leaders the flexibility to project power and assert air dominance in highly contested environments. Poland, Belgium and Germany will also soon be operating the highly capable fifth-generation stealth aircraft, while non-NATO partners including Switzerland and Finland recently announced plans to acquire the aircraft. The Lockheed Martin F-35 fighters is currently operated by multiple NATO partners including the United Kingdom, Canada, Italy, the Netherlands, and Denmark. The F-35 Lightning II is touted as one of the most undetectable aircraft to ever take to the skies. The effectiveness of the fifth-generation fighter jet largely hinges on its stealth capabilities. In an era of advanced air defense and radar technology, and with near-peer adversaries with advanced military capability, every ounce of stealth is necessary for the F-35 to survive in a contested airspace. The U.S. Air Force literally paints its fifth-generation aircraft by hand to achieve that. At 51 feet long and 35 feet wide, the F-35 isn't a small aircraft, especially if you have to hand-paint it with radar-absorbent coating. Specially trained and qualified airmen spent hours and hours preparing the classified chemical mix and applying it correctly on the aircraft. Master Sergeant John Knowles, the section chief of the 388th Maintenance Squadron, said in a press release, "You can't just read the steps in the manual. There are requirements for who can do it and inspect it. We take doing it correctly very seriously. We take pride in being experts in our craft because it depends so much on us. There is definitely an art to what we do," John Knowles said. Every F-35 Lightning II comes with a special coat of paint, but it is important to note that stealth doesn't mean invisible. Rather, stealth makes it harder for enemy radar to see and track an aircraft. The aircraft itself is still visible to the naked eye. The Air Force has based its entire near future on the F-35, so the aircraft has to perform at the expected level and deal with any known, and even unknown, threats. The Pentagon plans to purchase about 2,500 aircraft of all three variants. General C.Q. Brown, Jr., the Air Force Chief of Staff, has said about the F-35. The F-35 Joint Strike Fighter is the cornerstone of our future fighter force and air superiority. Achieving air superiority in a future fight is strongly dependent on full-spectrum dominance. The F-35 and its fifth-generation capabilities are part of our fighter force design that outpaces key competitors. F-35 is the most versatile fighter in the world. F-35 was designed as a family of fighters sharing common technology. The Air Force variant is several times more capable than the tactical aircraft it replaces at air-to-air combat, air-to-ground strikes, suppression of enemy air defenses, and collection of reconnaissance.